Hey everyone, I'm Andrew. I've been at Sanford Sound for 6 years now. In that time, I've been part of 7 annual car shows put on by our shop on location, as well as attended numerous other regional events, Hot Import Nights, Import Face Off, World of Wheels. We stay very active in our local car scene, and we believe that directly benefits our industry and local business. My role at Sanford Sound has changed over the years. Coming in with basic 12-volt knowledge and a couple of installs under my belt, quickly had many questions. But through plenty of time and hands-on training, I've now filled the role of lead technician and bay manager. Those roles make me responsible for making sure that installation products, materials, accessories are all in stock and ready for install. Benefits of my position include being able to work on some very specific installations, as well as some pretty interesting vehicles, anywhere from a 1974 SPL car to a 2-week audiophile build. But every day is a little bit different. Everything changes almost weekly. With such an exciting place to work, it's kind of hard to pin down one thing that I enjoy the most. But fabrication is definitely it. I love to make something out of nothing, and Sanford Sound has made that opportunity available for me to develop my skills and knowledge. It's one of the biggest reasons why Sanford Sound continues to be the best around.
Hey guys, my name's Kevin. I'm tech here at Sanford Sound. Coming up on my 2-year anniversary. Not the first time I worked for Jack. Actually, I worked retail for Jack at the previous location, the much smaller location, during the Christmas rush. So I was able to experience both sides of the house, as it were, with that. Main duties here now, as vehicles come in, we're doing a lot of the remote starts. Obviously, it's the season. We still get inundated with car audio. That's a really good time. Subwoofers, just basically adding everything that the customer wants to make their car that much better, make it stand up that much more from the crowd. Things that I like most here. This is probably the only job that I've ever had where you literally get to play with some of the coolest things that come into the area. Cars, motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, just everyday things that we get to play with and see that the average person isn't able to. Trips, we had just recently Jack had brought us down to Orlando to Knowledge Fest. Huge thing for me. Being able to go to the festival or the convention that they had down in Massachusetts for GoFest. I mean, there was some really cool things that we've been able to attend and go to, that I've been able to experience myself. Unique things that I can bring to the job: retail mindset, a little bit of a mechanical background, so I'm able to see both sides of the sale, both the install aspect that I work on now and the very beginning when the customer walks in and able to see the front end guy. So yeah, all in all, I plan on being here quite a while longer.
Hello, my name's Renee. I've been a sales associate at Sanford Sound for 2 years. I enjoy working with the public and seeing customers' visions come to life with the products I sell being installed in their vehicles. Sometimes it's hard to keep these boys in line, but someone has to do it, and I love it. Another thing I enjoy is each day is different than the next, and it's always an adventure.
Hello from Sanford Sound. Starting our video out here, outdoors, showing the outside curb presence of our store. You can see that we have a nice, large, warming parking lot full of vehicles for today's jobs. We also showcase our van up front that we have had wrapped in a full audio system inside. This is what the store looks like from the curb. We're gonna go ahead and walk into the shop really quick, give you an experience of what a customer would see when they walk into Sanford Sound. Now, as you walk into the store, you'll notice it's very warming, well lit. We're gonna go through the entire store and kind of showcase the products and show you what we have. So we're gonna start over here. So we have what used to be an iPod display. I changed it to an iPhone, and in there we actually try to showcase any of the products that showcase CarPlay and things like that. We currently have the Alpine ILX 409 in there on the board. Coming over here, we focus on our lighting product. We do a lot of lighting on vehicles, ATVs, motorcycles. We do marine lighting. We have the whips from XK Glow that go on your back of your ATV. One of the things that I strive for in my store is to well merchandise and keep everything categorized. Over here, you're going to see we have our new Rockford motorcycle display. I did become a Rockford dealer last year. It was a great relationship, and I sold a ton of Rockford motorcycle and quickly excelled into the silver level of their product line. So over here we have some motorcycle lighting kits that we do, excuse me, as well as some standalone speaker kits from Memphis, as well as JBL. Those products are made for sport bikes and things like that, motorcycles that don't have fairings. Then we kind of go into the marine line. Over here, we do a ton with JL Audio. We also are a Memphis dealer. And because of our JLA Audio relationship, Clarion is part of their product line. So we showcase some of the products as well as the wired remotes that you can put into the back of your boat to control it. Some of the subwoofers and things like that. Over here we get into the amplifier section, showing some of the JL amplifiers that we do, the marine bass knobs, various accessories that you would need for a boat, some different packages that we offer. Over here we have marine lighting and the old Alpine ice cooler that they came out with years ago. Nice product, works very, very well. You'll see here we have LED strips to go on the side of your pontoon boat, as well as interior kits for your boat, things of that nature. Walking over here, we do a little bit with home audio. We don't do a lot, but we do have a small category. You'll notice that we do some Bluetooth rock speakers and things like that for people, and some very basic home systems. So we do have a small category for that. Right here we have our Jeep display. I actually took my daughter's old Power Wheels and converted it into a display for the shop, put a full undercar kit on it, some of the Memphis Tower speakers, some different lighting and things like that. Use that in the display to showcase some of the Jeep and draw people into that. Every time a little kid comes in here, he tries to jump on it and ride it, but it is a great display. Getting into the subwoofers that they make for the Jeeps. Over here we have Memphis ATV product. We do a little bit with Rockford ATVs and power sports. We have MTX audio as well. And then we have the Nav Atlas line, which of all people, Mike Van Horn from 12 Volt News introduced me to them. It's a great product. They have a lot of real niche items, special things that a lot of other manufacturers may not have. The other thing that's cool about them is they do hit a price point that are good for people that are on a budget or trying not to spend quite as much money. In the middle of the store, we have anything that has to do with JBL Bluetooth speakers, maybe some home stuff, things along them nature as well. We have a nice fireplace in the back. On this side of this display, we feature and showcase our golf cart, which we did a complete audio system on and neon kit. Another thing that we did here at the store is we made these surfboard type things, and they all have a 12, a 10, and an 8. And of each of those, it's a different different model in their lineup. So we have a JL, we have a Memphis, as well as a Alpine one. For instance, the Alpine one features on the bottom the Type X, in the middle the Type R, and on the top their Type S. It's a great way to show somebody the speaker, as well as if you look at the back, it gives you the opportunity to flip this forward a little bit. Gives you the opportunity to show people the design of that speaker and how it's put together. Over here we carry custom auto sound. We have a nice display for custom auto sound, those old vintage vehicles, some truck accessories, plow lights, strobe lights, things of them nature. So, again, in the middle here, you'll see that we have some accessories for cars. We feature any of our satellite radio product, keep that all together. So that's all right there. We'll go over here. This is our SPL vehicle show car. Andrew, my head tech, built this. It's got Rockford Pro 8s in the doors. There's 4 in each door, as well as a super tweeter. In the vehicle itself, has 6 12-inch woofers in the back with a very large ported enclosure. This particular vehicle will hit on the SPL side a 154. Extremely loud, draws a lot of attention because of the Gremlin wrap. The mugwai plate is always a win. So just a great, cool car. And it's very cool to have an actual car in your showroom. Captures the eye of everybody. So, JL Audio. We have a nice display with the C3s, showing people a little step-up product. We get into the Stealth Box display, any of the Memphis product, the Alpine F411, some of the prefab boxes. Over here we get into our category that showcases collision avoidance tools, backup cameras, DVRs, sensors, that type of thing. That display was made for me by Excel Electronics. Safety and convenience, that shows heated seats, wireless charging pads. We have backup cameras from Momento and dash cams. We also are an Escort radar detector dealer, as well as K40. So we kind of put that category there. Rear seat entertainment, very big category. We're a VisualLogic dealer, as well as Vox and Excel. So we showcase all the different items that you can do for that. And this is our soundboard. Our soundboard features products from JL, Memphis, Alpine. We have DS18 subwoofers, DS18 amps, a full featured and working amp board, some of our various specials that we offer, as well as a slideshow running in the back on that TV. Showcases some of the events that we have here, as well as cars that we have built. Great flow to the store. This is the customer cash wrap area, or the cash out. I will take you over there in a moment and show you that. This over here, just a restroom for customers. And then if you go through here, we have our little back room. Kind of have tools for guys upstairs to do board work, a utility closet, that kind of stuff out back. So any of our Dynamat products and HushMat products are over here, as well as a window tint display. I'm big on what they call counter candy, so I put your impulse items right here along the counter, so when people are cashing out, they'll look at that kind of stuff and possibly pick it up. So sign on there, it says clearance items, as well as over here it says customer entrance and bargain bin. This is an area that invites people to come into the back. End of life product, things like that are over here. I'll talk about that display here in a moment. So we have all our accessories and things like that that you would utilize for an amplifier install. Swag. I'm big on branding. Sanford Sound is huge on that. I put my label and my name on everything that we do. I think that's huge. We sell a ton of t-shirts. We have them for men. We have them for women. We sell cups. We sell t-shirts. We sell koozies. We sell hats. We sell little balls. We have stickers for your car. We have flashlights. We have patches. We have everything. And then actually, if you can kind of see, there's a door that gets you in. If you come into here, this is the employee only area. Accessories to support installs, things like that. Product knowledge books. Kind of a view of what a customer would see or an employee would see from here. The cash wrap area, that type of thing. So over here is all the files and things like that. Forms, that kind of product. That again is the swag bin. So, and like I said, I was going to tell you about this display. So hope I'm not moving too fast. So this is a new line that we just started carrying at Sanford Sound, fiber optic roofs. So we actually run fiber optic roofs and can do a complete suede headliner redo. We put those in trucks, cars, pretty much anything. They have twinkling effects. They have the ability to have shooting stars. This is just a very small display, but you can see what it's doing. It's showcasing the different lines and things like that and the colors. Been a big hit, very labor intensive. Brought it in because it was a product that I could get readily last year, and I could make a good margin on. So going down here, this is going to take us into the install bay, as well as the employee area for lunches and things. So going downstairs now. This is an area that we do not allow customers in unless we want to bring them down and show them something on their car. But so in here we have shipping and receiving. You know, this area here is where they come in with all the deliveries. We have a full kitchen down here. We do try to have lunch together every single day. I think it's very important. It gives us that family feel, and we're big on that. So over here we have a filing cabinet and a computer system for the techs downstairs to utilize and keep their paperwork straight. So the table. Over here is our fabrication shop. Pretty proud of this. So this is an area where Andrew will do all the building of the product. We have a huge table. We flushed in a table saw so that he could do that. You're also going to kind of notice that we over here have a wood bin. We keep all our wood there, and then that table saw will allow us to cut 4x8 sheets without having to have two people hold one side of it up. We flushed in a router table. So the router table is all flushed in. Counters have all been shellacked. Chop saw over here. Everything is plumbed in with Delta Vac so that you can have less dust. I won't say that it gets rid of all the dust, but it does cut down considerably on the dust in this area. So, metal cabinet holding all this spray glues and paints and things along that nature. This goes back out into our break room. I'll show you real quick our stock room. This is where we keep all our product. It's hard to keep it organized, but we do our best. So we have all our JL product in the back there. We keep all our Alpine product here, Memphis product in the middle. So this is just inventory. In the back here is backup camera stuff and video stuff and things like that. We have spare remotes, things like that. So anything that you would need to do what we do. So we're gonna go into the bay. The guys aren't here yet, but here's our install bay. I redid the floor with a red epoxy, and it's been 2 years now, and it lasts quite well. So we have 2 stations. That's Kevin's station over there. We have Andrew's station over here. That piece of glass over there is something that we utilize for window tint. So when we tint cars, they put that glass near the car to hold the films. That's the walk-in bay, or if somebody comes in with wants a head unit, there's 2 cars in here. We have a backup bay that we can bring a car in. We also use that for tint. This is the store's RZR. It's a demo vehicle for the shop, as well as just a fun rig. So that's our garage door access. That door right back there leads you into the furnace room. Over here we have all our metric kits and harnesses, Maestro stuff, anything that you're going to use for an install. So this time of year, this wall right here gets used a lot. We are a CompuStar dealer. We're direct with First Tech. We also purchase things from GoFast. But those are all the T-harnesses, and then behind the door is all the various remote starts and products and modules and things like that that you need. Just a wonderful, beautiful store, well put together. Everything is considered. What's nice is I strive to keep my place clean, organized to the best of my ability. As you know, it's hard sometimes. But you only get one chance for that first impression, and if a customer walks into your store, you really need to win them, and you can lose them really quick. So real quick, I will take you out here. This is just the back of the building, kind of the install bay pre-area. We'll rinse cars off, clean the snow out of them here so we don't track it into the business. So I have big car shows here in the summer, and this gets filled with show cars. So it's great to have this property to do that. We also have an intersection here of the two main roads in this area, so there's a rotary with a ton of traffic. So that's the whole kit and caboodle, as they say, and a nice tour of Sanford Sound. So thank you very, very much for your patience in watching this video, and we'll see you in Vegas. Hello, my name is Jack Bogart, and I'm the owner of Sanford Sound. I've had the store now for 27 years, and this is my first full year into this brand new location. Our hours here are Monday through Friday from 9 until 6. We also offer Saturdays from 9 till 3. We're closed Sunday unless it's a special event or something like that. So one of the things we really try to do is accommodate our customers and make them feel comfortable and welcome to the shop. That includes dropping a car off the night early. If we're gonna have a big storm, we have people do that. We pull their cars in the bay, that way it's melted. The technicians get into a nice warm car, and the customer doesn't have to drive in the morning of a snowstorm. I also have a very nice, clean waiting room. It's a nice couch in there. We have Netflix streaming on the TV. We have popcorn, we have coffee, things like that. Employee manual. Inside this manual, it talks about all the daily duties and the things that I require. I like the store clean. There's a bathroom log. Everybody helps keep that bathroom clean. We dump the trash daily. Just kind of go through the store. I always tell them, if you see something that doesn't look right, take the time to pick it up, make it look right. So our products all come with full manufacturer's warranty here at Sanford Sound. So we honor that manufacturer's warranty, but we also have a lifetime warranty on our labor. And that's within reason. But if somebody has an amplifier that goes bad, let's say 2 years down the road, they may have to buy a new amplifier, but we're not going to charge that customer the labor to put it back in. So we do offer a limited lifetime warranty on our products, and it's been that way all along. Just the other day, we had a lady come in here that was having problems with her starter. She had it put in over 10 years ago. We fixed it, no charge. So, you know, when a customer walks in the store and we greet them, or we do it on the phone, however we do it, I always tell my people, think of something that makes you happy just before you do it, because then you're going to smile. You're going to feel happy. So if you think of something that makes you happy right before you answer the phone or you greet somebody, you're going to have that transcribe onto the customer, and they're going to feel warm and they're going to feel happy to come in your store. You know, we offer some unique things that you might not see at other shops. We have these hangers that we hang on the rearview mirror of a vehicle. It's got my store name and phone number on it, and a place for the technician to describe a little bit. What we'll do on that is we'll write how to use your starter, how to use your stereo. They may put a couple notes about some future things that you could do, maybe add a cap to your system, some other things along them lines. I also have these stickers. They're going to be really hard to see, but these stickers I made up, they go on every one of our remote start brains in the module that we mount underneath the dash. Basically, it talks to them about not tampering with that install, and if you do, it will void your warranty. When the customer comes in here and wants to have a system built, we have build sheets, line item, head unit, equalizer, processor, speakers front, rear. We can write out a nice description of the system. The technician can use this. We make a copy of it for the customer. It's kind of like a written quote, has all the information, and a nice place for us to write all that kind of stuff down. So, and you know, my staffing here, you know, I help them learn. The ways we do that, I have manufacturers reps that come in here occasionally. They'll get beer and pizza for all the guys. We'll hang around at night. We'll talk about the products. They'll show us all the new features in the items, how they all work, how they go together, any new technology, stuff like that. So my reps from JL and Alpine and all the other manufacturers that we represent will come in and help us with that. GoFast has a summit twice a year, one for remote starts, one for their audio line. We go to that every single year. That's very informative. It's a day off for the guys. We get down there, we get to see all the new items and stuff like that. We do some in-house training. Andrew and I have been in the industry for a long time. We help the new guys. We show them how things work. how to put them together, how to sell. Knowledge Fest. I've been to Knowledge Fest 3 times now. I stand behind Knowledge Fest. It was probably the best thing I ever did for my store many years ago, going to my very first Knowledge Fest, and I'll touch base on that in a minute. So Eddie K, we all know Eddie K. Eddie K was one of the best. I make all my new people listen to his toolbox. You know what? It may have changed. We're not selling 8-track players anymore. We're not selling reel-to-reels, but it's sales. It's sales 101. Talks about how to add on. What's a good accessory for a set of speakers? How to upsell, how to greet customers. Teaches them about all the different types of things, like what is a MOSFET, what is a crossover, that kind of stuff. So Eddie's toolbox, still use that with all my new hires. So, you know, I offer them paid days off. They do a training, they do a good job, I give them some couple days off paid. I also take them to Knowledge Fest. I just recently went to Orlando with the guys, covered all their expenses, and we go on these trips. So that's a great way for me to give back to my employees for showing that incentive to want to learn and how to use the new products and things like that. So branding, I'm huge into branding. I've got a lot of following behind me now because I've been here for 27 years, but I have a logo that's a really nice incorporated logo, and I have that on everything. I brand crazy. I have it on hats, I have it on shirts, I have it on koozies, we have stickers, we have red cups, we have coffee cups. My name is on everything. I also do a lot locally. My name and my flyers and all that kind of stuff are at the bowling center in town. I have ads up on their score sheets, on the sweepers for the pins. So over and over and over, they see Sanford Sound, Sanford Sound, Sanford Sound. I'm on the movie theater at the Smitty's. We do a lot with the radio. You know, radio's lost its thing now with the streaming and all that kind of stuff, but I still feel that the radio is a very strong way to promote an event. And I also do the beach and the ski reports. Those are my customers. They do want to know what the weather's going to be like for the beach or what the ski conditions are going to be at the local mountains. So that gets me, and they don't change the channel when that report comes on. So I use Facebook and Instagram as well as Twitter. On my Facebook page, I create my show and shine. Well, I'll create an event, and I share that event, and everybody gets to see it. So boosting that and sharing an event on Facebook is extremely strong. And now with a cross promotion between Facebook and Instagram, it's a double whammy. We have a show and shine every single year. That show and shine is the last Sunday of July, and I have been doing that now this year. I believe is my 26th or 27th annual. I have been doing that for a long time, and it draws a ton of people. So I still host that show. I do 2 NADBL base events, one in June, one in August. That's for the SPL guys. They all come in. You know, you don't make a lot of sales the day of a show, but that residual effect is all there, and they talk about your shop, and they want to come here. I have a Miss Sanford Sound. You know, years ago I went to Vegas my first time and was sucked into the various booths and stuff because they had a pretty girl signing a poster. I picked up on that. So I have a Miss Sanford Sound. She comes to my shows. She hands out all my trophies at all my shows. She does her own promoting for the shop, and nothing gets guys excited and gets people in the store more than a classy, well put together woman. So, you know, we do a lot of stuff to try to keep our customers happy. We reach out through email. I have Thrive as my web designer, and they have a program where they will send out monthly emails as much as weekly if I wanted to. I can do all my Facebook and Instagram posts all through that Thrive software. I can do an entire month at a time, so I don't get bothered every single day. I actually schedule all my Facebook posts the beginning of the month, and it covers the entire month. It takes about 20 minutes of my time. The other thing that we do is we have thank you cards. It's a postcard, simple, easy, takes less postage. Whenever a customer gets a system or a remote start or something like that, I tell my installers or my salespeople, mail out a thank you card. I try to do that within a week of the purchase, and it's a way to reach out to them and say thank you, talk to them about if they have any issues, they can come in and ask us, things like that. So, you know, locally in this community, I've been here for a long time. I'm a retired firefighter in this town, over 25 years, but I'm also involved in the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a Kiwanis member. I've spoke at the Sanford High School Vocational Center several times to the electronics class, talked to them about car audio, how things work, what Ohm's law is, and things like that. I sponsor race cars. I'm a huge fan of racing. I have 4 race cars that we sponsor every year and have my name on it. 3 of those this year became track champions, so that's a huge accomplishment in its own. And I sponsor everything from the little kids running the go-karts right up to the guys running the late model vehicles. So pretty cool. Not NASCAR yet, but we're working on it. So Sanford Mainers Baseball. It's a New England Collegiate Baseball League. I sponsor that team. I have a banner on the outfield. I also did the entire audio system and sound system in the ballpark. So they'll talk about that every game. They play walkout music and walkout songs. It draws in a ton of people to the community, and it's just that residual sound, or that residual effect that they see that poster in the back in the outfield. Makes it in the newspaper a lot. When somebody does a crazy play in the outfield, you'll get that picture in the background, so that's pretty cool. Recently, I just did the sound for the parades in town. We have several parades. We have a holidays parade. We have a 4th of July parade. So I donated my time and set up a PA system and had all that running for the Sanford Holidays Parade, as well as the 4th of July parades and things like that. So, you know, over the years, I've won some awards. I got one from Mobile Electronics Magazine way back in 2006. I was recognized by Dolby as the Achievement in Multi-Channel Surround. Nice plaque that I got from that. In 2008, I went to Knowledge Fest down in I believe it was in Louisville that year, and left that so inspired and so pumped up. I came back, totally remodeled my store, stripped the floors, redid it all, and Mobile Electronics Magazine reached out to me after that and actually did a complete feature article on my store. So that was a huge pat on my back, and it was really, really nice of the magazine to do that for me. So Mike Van Horn and I became friends. We met in Vegas many, many years ago, and Mike Van Horn puts me out on his 12 Volt News channel very often. He talks highly of the store. He recognizes all my events and my shows that I do every year, and he just supports this industry, and he supports Sanford Sound 100%. So, you know, that covers everything pretty much that we do here. I know it's been a long video and a lot of stuff going on, but you're going to find at the end of this, I'm going to put a commercial that was just filmed. That commercial was done by Partners Bank. I did my financing through Partners Bank, and they chose me to do a feature article on supporting local businesses and watching local businesses grow. So they made a free commercial for me to promote my shop, and they show it on their website, as well as they're doing it at their end of the year owners meeting and things like that. So it's a great video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's about a minute long, but that pretty much covers everything. Thank you very, very much for all your time, and we'll see you in Vegas. So my name is Jack Bogard. I own Sanford Sound. It's a 12 volt car audio shop in South Sanford, Maine. Anything that flies, floats, drives, we can enhance the audio system in that vehicle. We do LED lighting for vehicles, whether it's undercar, underwater, accent lighting on boats, remote car starters for vehicles. We do car alarms. We can add speakers to a side-by-side and add Bluetooth into that vehicle. Started the business in November of '95. I always was that guy as a kid that would always wire up the radio in somebody's car, help them with their window tint, that kind of thing. Started in a smaller location. I was there for the last 26 years. But as we got bigger, we needed more space. And that's where this building came into play, and it's a perfect fit for what we do. So keep us in mind at Sanford Sound. We can do anything that you can imagine. The only thing you're limited to is an imagination and a budget. If you can think it, we can build it. So come and visit us at 1438 Main Street.